Hello everybody, Zach here from ApplesInSync.com, once again playing modded Minecraft using the Mage Quest mod pack, and as you can see I've got myself a lovely little cape and a nice set of pauldrons. While I was doing my branch mining between episodes, I discovered that there is the Traveler's Gear mod enabled in this pack, which I don't know if it really does anything, but it adds these nice armor stands, and also gives me a cloak, belt, rings, pauldrons, and vamp braces that I can use. Don't know what effect these have besides aesthetic, but thought they looked pretty cool. And if I open up the, this is the inventory window for Traveler's Gear, and as you can see I am a Seeker of Treasure, because that is the title that I have equipped. But enough about that, that's not what we're going to do today. Today we're going to continue working on witchery. Now, please ignore the room that we're in. This was an experiment. I planned to redo it, but this was going to be where I set up all my witchery stuff. But, yeah, I don't really like how it turned out, so we're going to redo that. Moved my altar, my distillery, yeah, and my cauldron over here. Or not my cauldron, my kettle. And since those two run off the power of the altar, I thought this would be good, but the altar gets most of its power from like living things around it, and there are no living things out here, so this is a very weak altar. I may just keep this to run these things, but if we are doing actual like altar rituals, we'll probably make one on the surface surrounded by flowers to give it more power. But we left off with the witchery mod on the chalking it up quest, so we needed to make ritual chalk. Now I do have all the supplies, and it is 6 wood ash, 2 gypsum, and Tear of the Goddess, and that gives me, oh, that gives me 2 chalk. Alright, so I have those. Let's turn this in. Okay, as I thought, it looks like we're going to have to make all of the different chalks, so let's make the infernal one. And the Infernal Chalk, let me get back to the chalk screen. Alright, so the Infernal Chalk is a netherwort, a blaze powder, and a ritual chalk into a cauldron. Oh, I thought it was the kettle. Give me a second. I don't think I set up the cauldron because I thought I needed the kettle. One moment. Okie dokie, so I have the witch's cauldron set up now. Definitely have to redo that room now, because this open flame would definitely burn it down. But let's get this started. So it was a netherwort, a blaze powder, and ritual chalk. And what am I forgetting? There's something that I need to do to activate it, isn't there? Oh no, what have I forgotten? Create noise, nope. Alright, filling it with water, nope, not that. Oh, where's my cauldron book? Is it over here? No, where is it? What have I forgotten? I know it's got to be something very simple. Brews and infusions? Is this it? No. Nope, that's the kettle. Oh, come on. If I just wasted that stuff, I'm going to be very upset. Where's the book? Where did I put it? Well, I figured out the issue. I had to go online, but apparently it requires altar power to make the recipe, even though it doesn't say it needs it in the actual recipe. So I'm going to have to go up onto the surface to get enough altar power to make this. So let me see. Well, actually first let's turn that off. Get that. And we will take this down and put it onto the surface. We've moved it outside, we've put some plants around the altar. It's got more than double what it had before, not quite 1,000, but let's try this again. So, netherwort, blaze powder, ritual chalk. Still not enough. This is really annoying because it doesn't actually tell me how much power it needs in the mod itself. I was looking online and people were saying that they were having issues making chalks because you need altar power, but it never actually tells you how much. So let me see if, well, let's see, we've got 924 in the altar now, and if we put a tree here, we get, ooh, 1256, so that helps. Is that enough? No. Alright, am I just doing something like wrong that's very basic? Or what? Because this is kind of ridiculous that I can't get even the simple chalks. Let's see, did I miss anything in the quest book? Alright. Alright, Infernal Chalk is used in rituals connecting to the fire realm. I can brew this in a witch's cauldron. Maybe because it says brew, I need a glass bottle? Let's try that. The birch tree grew while we were gone. It's knocked it over 1500. So let's try the glass bottle. Nope. Alright, let's see. It was what, 1552? Okay, so the Botania plants don't help. Let's see. There was said something about you can draw on the ground to maybe decrease the power that this needs. So, do I right click? No, there we go. Okay. Did that help? No. What am I doing wrong? Why can't I make this? Am I just missing something that's very, very simple? Huh. And it does say the witch's cauldron is what you need. Alright, this is very frustrating. I've looked in the witch's brew book. It doesn't say anything about that. What could I be missing? Okay, well, I'll have to do more research on this. I thought it would have been pretty straightforward as to how to do this, but apparently I was wrong. But to continue on the episode, let us do... Oh, where'd I put the book? Let's work on... Nope, that's to kill wolves. Let's make ourselves a poppet. Now, to make a poppet, we need Spanish moss, which we have, 4 wool, a bone needle, and some string. Let's get that going. So let's make the bone needles. Alright. Down the wool, put some string in there. And there we go. We have a poppet. Let's see what the next step is. Oh, sweet. Just that. Let's grab that. And tag locks. In order to bind the poppet to a being in this world, you're going to have to include a sample of the creature inside the poppet. You can collect these samples using a tag lock kit. Simply craft a tag lock kit, then take a sample from any human. Oh. I wonder if this is going to work since I'm the only one on this server. Tag locks aren't 100% efficient at collecting sample. It's more likely to collect a sample if the entity doesn't know you're there. Sneaking and taking the sample from behind the player both increases the chances of a successful collection. Oh, that kind of sounded like it was going to continue on, but it's not. Oh, I can shift right click on my bed to collect my own essence. Alright, so I need bone needles, which I have, and glass bottles. Alright, I think I have both of those on me. Let's do this. And let's try and get... Oh, they want me to make 16 of them? Oof, that's a lot. I'm gonna need more glass. Do I have any glass still over here? Or have I transferred it all? Ooh, I do have it. Excellent. Let's do this. Alright. It's only giving me 7. And it's reading 10. That's kind of weird. Nope, nope. I have flint somewhere. Don't I? Yes, there it is. Come on. Almost there. So close. There we go. Taglock kits have, and... Oh, okay, so I need to get a chicken, a cow, and a pig. Well, let's go for the chicken, because, you know, there's some nearby. You know, 1 or 2. Gonna sneak. No, don't look at me, chicken. Got it. Now I need a pig, right? And a cow. Cow and a pig. Do I have any? Do I see any on the map? I think there's some over here. Perhaps. Ah, both. Excellent. So we're just gonna... Don't mind me. Did I get it? I did. And here, picky, 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 picky. Did I get it? Excellent. Let's return back to our temp base. So we have all 3 of those. Let's claim our reward. And what are the next ones? Black Magic Poppet and Protective Poppet. Alright, well before that, let's open up our reward bags. What do we get? Pumpkin seeds. Oh, joy. And brains. We can just drop those off. Let's do Protective Poppet. So poppets can be crafted in order to protect the holder from a multitude of things. I can't talk. Or to cause injury remotely to others. Whilst I can teach you the ways of one or the other, the choice is yours as to which path you take. Protection poppets prevent the user from taking certain types of damage. They do not include the vampiric poppet or voodoo poppet. Oh, so maybe they don't protect against those poppets. So I need to make an earth protection poppet, a water protection poppet, and a fire protection poppet. How do I make those? So earth protection is just a poppet, 2 feathers, clay, and dirt. Do I have that stuff? Well, I got 1 feather. 2 feathers. Do I have any clay? I don't have any clay. Alright, well, I know where I can get some. I'm pretty sure I haven't mined all the stuff in the river over here. Right? Please? Maybe. Did I really? What did I use it all for? Oh, right, I used it for the clay jars for distilling fumes. Ooh. Those guys are weird looking. Let's grab some. I'm being hunted. Go away, please. Nope. What? I wonder what's hurting it. Come on. Come on. Gotta get back to a workbench. Night is a bad time. Are we... Nope. Nope. Still being followed. Bad creeper. Get out of here. Oh dear. There's a little one. Ha. Ah. There we go. So it was poppet, clay, feathers, and dirt. So now, how do I bind it? Oh, do I have to manual submit it? Ah, I do. Which means I've lost it. That's jerky. So water protection is 2 ink sacs, and 2 artichoke globes. And fire protection is 2 ember moss and 2 wool of bats. But I need more of those poppets, so give me a second. Let me get those. Earth protection poppet has been submitted. Water protection poppet have. Now for the fire one though, I don't think I have the wool of bat needed, so I am going to have to go caving to try and find bats and kill them, and hopefully it drops. If I recall from watching other people play, wool of bat is not a very common drop though. Also, I don't know if I have 2 ember moss. I think I might only have 1. Let me go check. Woo! I got 4 wool of bats. This is great. Now I just have to find my way out of this cave. And fire protection poppets. Alright, so let's turn those in. Manual submit, claim reward, and the I've got no strings quest. Let's see. Naturally, you might get bored with carrying your poppets around with you to ensure constant protection. That's where the poppet shelf comes in. This nifty little shelf will allow the poppets to act as if they were in your inventory, remotely protecting you. So I can store my poppets and benefit from their effects. Okie dokie, but I think I have to bind them to myself first. Let's see, how do I build the poppet shelf? No, stop opening that. Poppet shelf, poppet shelf. Where art thou, poppet shelf? Okay, I'm blind apparently. Poppet, there we go, poppet shelf. Ooh, I need 4 tombstones, 4 nether bricks, and green wool. Alright, well that's gonna wait a bit. I'm going to go plant these trees up by that altar and see if maybe the increased power will allow me to get that chalk. Well, the altar is over 2,000 and still nothing. I don't know what is going on with this. It was in the Witch's Brews book. I'm looking at it again, and actually when you hover over the items, it says how much altar power is needed in order to make this. And it's, I was looking online, and it's the combined power of all these. So right now it's at like 2,000. Well, the ritual chalk alone takes 2,000. I don't think I need the 2,800 for rituals. At least I hope not, but we'll see. The blaze powder is another 200, and the nether wart is another 50. So I need 2,250 altar power in order for this to work. So I have made myself a Arthana and a Chalice. I think the Chalice increases the base power, and the Arthana will increase the range that it will find plants. And then I'm also going to plant a glintweed, and hopefully adding these 3 items will give me enough altar power to make the Infernal Chalk. If not, I guess I'm just going to have to keep planting trees and putting flowers over there until I have enough. But let's hope that this works. Alright, so it still did nothing. 2,000. Let's add the Chalice. 3,000. Ooh, wow. Alright, so the Chalice alone was enough. Now I know there's also a filled Chalice that I can add. Is there enough? It's, not, oh, ooh, we have particles? What's, ooh, huh, yes? Is it doing it? Huh? Am I gonna have chalk now? Yay! Oh my god, that took forever to do. It's ridiculously long. Let's turn that in. Nope, Alkabala. And now I need to make the Otherwhere chalk. So let's see, Otherwhere chalk is used in rituals connecting to the ethereal realms. So let's see what I need for that. Am I safe out here? I think so, yeah. Oh, you know what? Let's put this down first. Alright, so it didn't increase it by too much. And that didn't increase it at all. Oh well. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So, let's see. We did Infernal. Now we need Otherwhere. So we need Netherwart, Tear the Goddess, which I need to get more of. Ender Pearl. I think I have a couple of those, and another ritual chalk. So let me 2,000, 3,000, 3,100, 3,150. Alright. Do I have that? No. So I'm going to have to add some more flowers to get that up to 3,150. But I know I'm out of the tier of the goddess, and that's because I don't have any birch saplings to use to craft down. So I think we need to make ourselves just a very basic tree farm. Let's see. Not flat enough. I had actually planned on making it over there where the altar currently is, but I don't want to mess with that anymore. Let's see what's over here, if there's a large flat area or flat-ish area that I can mark down. Well, maybe I can do it over there, kind of flatten that out and make it into a tree farm. That sounds, yeah, I think that'll be a good idea. Let me go grab some saplings and do some prep work, and I'll be right back. At this height is, I think, where we're going to put our tree farm. It's just over this river, so eventually we'll make a bridge over here. However, there is one little issue, and that's this ravine. But, well, we can just cover over that. So let's get started. I think we'll have the edge... Yeah, we can have it here. So let's see, all this. Then we'll do a little circle around it. Mark it off with a stone brick, and then I believe we have to go, what, 8 high to prevent trees from becoming like the super tall trees? Let's see. So that was 8. And there we go. I think that should do it. Let us put down a birch tree and find out. There it is. There we go. Maybe it was 7, but 8 will do. So let me just copy this. I don't have too many saplings, but I will start rows for each of them. And then work on it a lot, probably between episodes. So give me 1 second. I bone mealed this one up, and I forgot to put the block above it. And of course it became a tall tree. I don't know what I was thinking. Night fell as I was working on setting up the tree farm, and I realized I don't actually have any ender pearls, so I'm going to run around and see if I can find an enderman, because I am going to need one of those to do the Otherwhere chalk. I also set up a bunch more plants by the altar, so I have, I think it was 3,500 altar power, and I do have that now. So I should be able to make the Otherwhere, or is it Otherworld? Whichever it is, chalk once I get the ender pearl. As we head back up to the altar with the regions that we need, I do have a little point of concern. In the book Witch's Brew, it says Otherwhere chalk is made of netherwort, tear of the goddess, ender pearl, and ritual chalk. However, in the inventory, let me just make sure I'm safe. It says Infernal Chalk is made of netherwort, blaze powder, and ritual chalk. So I am probably going to have to do this twice, because with my luck I'm going to be wrong the first time. But I am going to try the Tear of the Goddess and Ender Pearl formulation first. Now with that formula I do need, I think it was like 3,150 something altar power, and I have just over 3,500. So, I have to get water. Alright, I have the water. Now let's give this a try. So, netherwort, Tear of the Goddess, Ender Pearl, and Ritual Chalk. Anything happening? Just purpleness. Huh. Maybe that is the wrong one. If so, that's very unfortunate. Because, you know, those ender pearls were not easy to get. I had to hunt all night for them. But I mean, I guess on the good side, it doesn't require Tear of the Goddess. Although I need to make another ritual chalk. And that's kind of annoying. Maybe I'll just let that stew for a little bit and see what happens. You know, Mr. Chicken, you are on an altar, And there is a dagger on that altar. You do know what happens to animals when they get put on altars, right? We feed them. That's right. I'm gonna feed you. Where are my seeds? Gotta get some seeds. Are there seeds up here? Oh, but these aren't the seeds you like. I'm sorry, Mr. Chicken, but I don't get to feed you today. Oh, you're gone. Oh, he knew that I didn't have the right seeds. Disregard what I was saying earlier about there being multiple recipes for the Otherwhere chalk. I don't know what I was talking about, because I looked back at the footage and I was clicking on Infernal Chalk when I was looking at the inventory recipe, and now I feel dumb. Even though this is the recipe that we tried and it didn't work, I'm going to try it again. I've got, I think, 3,900 altar power now, so we're going to try with that and hopefully it works. The brew that I had going, it boiled out, I guess is the word, because I was trying to get the altar power up to see maybe if it would continue like the Infernal one had done, but it didn't work. So let me grab some of this. Alright, so the recipe for Otherwhere is Netherwort, Tear of the Goddess, Ender Pearl, and Ritual Chalk. And according to the Witch's Brew Guide, that should be 50, 150, 1150, 3,150 altar power is what should be required. And I have 3,864. So please work. Oh, there we go. Alright, so Netherwort, Tear the Goddess, Ender Pearl, and Ritual Chalk. Oh, okay. Ritual Chalk. Why are you not accepting my Ritual Chalk? Is it used? No. Come on. Do I need to make a new one maybe? Let me just quickly make a new one. Maybe that'll work. Maybe because this Ritual Chalk was in a storage drawer. Maybe that's why it doesn't want it. I don't know. Actually, wait. Let's try. Maybe it didn't have enough water in it. Nope. It's full water. Alright, let's go quickly just make a new one and see what happens. Well, we have a new Ritual Chalk. Let's see if it accepts it. Take it. Accept my chalk. And it stacks with the other stuff. What am I doing wrong? Is it taking power? No. Alright, why can't I figure this out? This seems like it should be something very easy to do. No, and it all takes the regular Ritual Chalk. It doesn't take, like, the tier before it. Huh. And it's not taking altar power. No. Huh. This is just stupid. Well, So yeah, I don't know what's going on with Witchery. I'll try and figure it out, but I make no promises that I figure it out. So, thanks you guys for watching. Sorry things didn't go quite as planned this episode, but hope you'll tune in next time. So until then, bye-bye.